In Linux, you have the ability to declare your own file descriptor using the exec command. So you can say exec, we're going to use 4 for the file descriptor and the greater than sign. And I'm going to name this file A. And now when I hit enter, I'll do an ls and file A is now there. If I do a cat on file A, it came back empty because we didn't put anything inside of that file as of yet. We just created that file. I want to write a line or a sentence inside of that file. So I can say echo. I can say hello viewers. So I can now reference that file descriptor. So instead of in file A, I can use the file descriptor that I just created, which is 4. So I can say greater than ampersand and 4, or this is the combination of characters you use to reference a file after you create the file descriptor. So now if I hit enter and I go back and use the cat command on file A, I get back hello viewers. So remember, I did not echo that line of code using file A. I did not say echo hello viewers and put it in file A. I reference the file descriptor. I can also say pwd and I'm going to put it in file descriptor 4 that I just created. So I'm going to say %4 and I hit enter. Now if I go back and run the cat command on file A, I will get back my present working directory. When you're finished working with the file descriptor, you have to close it off. And to close off your file descriptor, you use exec, the number that you referenced. We're going to use 4, greater than, and you want the ampersand and the dash. And when I hit enter, now the file is now closed. So we no longer can use %4 to reference file A. The file is now closed. If I go back and I do pwd and I reference file A using %4, I will get an error. It's saying bad file descriptor, and the reason why it's saying bad file descriptor is because we already closed the file descriptor. You can also declare a file descriptor for input using the exec command as well. So we're still inside of the tutorial folder. I'm going to do an ls on my folder, and I have a text file called text.txt that I want to use. So if I do a cat on text.txt, we have some data in the file. So I can declare a file descriptor to take data from that file and print it to the screen. So I can say something like exec, and I want to use the number 4. You can use whatever number you want. You can use 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to use number 4, and I'm going to use the less than symbol, and the less than symbol represent inputs. We tell in Linux that we want to use a specific file, so it's going to be an input file. We want to take the data from text.txt, and now I hit enter. Then I can say read, and instead of referencing text.txt, now I'm going to reference my file descriptor, less than sign, %4. I'm using the %4 to reference my file descriptor. When I hit enter, so now I'm going to use the echo command to get back the lines. So I can say echo $reply, and I get back this is line 1. So you may be wondering, what does the $reply means? If you issue a read command on a file descriptor without assigning a variable to hold the results or hold the data, you can find the data from the $reply variable. I can also assign a variable with the read command instead of using the $reply. So for the read command, I can say read, and my variable name will be X, and I can reference my file descriptor using less than sign %4, and I hit enter. So I can now say echo instead of reply. I can use $X because X now is the variable that I used. So I want to get the data from the variable X, And when I hit enter, I get this is line 2. And to close the file descriptor for input, use the exec command, the number that you declared, less than sign, ampersand, dash. I'm going to hit enter. So if I use read x, less than sign, ampersand 4, and I hit enter, it will say bad file descriptor because I just closed the file using exec command. So that's how you use file descriptors in Linux. This is just the basic part of it to get you to understand. So in the next video, I will go a little bit more advanced and use file descriptors inside of a script file. So thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video, comment, and your comments, your like, your subscriptions give me the energy to keep making more video for you guys.